after Iron Man turns evil and launches an app that changes people's bodies into their perfect forms, Tony makes the effect temporary and starts charging $100 a day if they do not want to return to normal. As the world splits apart because only the rich can keep using it while the poor are mocked even more, Daredevil becomes outraged and goes to Stark Island to confront Tony and destroy the app. But Tony quickly grabs Matt by the neck and throws him into the ocean because he knows Daredevil is at his weakest underwater. After fighting for a while to figure out which way was up, Daredevil survives and soon realizes Tony is holding a party and telling everyone that he will be in San Francisco the next day and that anyone who joins him will get a free 24-hour pass to the app. The next morning, Tony flies over San Francisco until a man named David suddenly appears full of rage and says Tony got his son addicted to that inhuman app before putting a gun to Tony's head and shooting him while calling him a monster. But Iron Man survives and says he was wearing an invisible helmet before grabbing David and carrying him high into the sky. Tony then investigates David and his son Simon, and after finding out the boy was publicly exposed for robbing a woman to pay for the subscription, Tony says he will wipe Simon's criminal record if David uses the app and pretends the attack was just part of the show. Forced to accept the deal, they return to the crowd and everyone cheers for Iron Man except Daredevil, who is there too and heard the whole conversation. Sometime later, Daredevil slips into Stark's mansion and quietly kidnaps Tony while he is drunk. A few hours later, Matt wakes Tony up and tries to question him, but Tony attacks right away and gets dropped with a single punch. But then Tony reveals his new armor works like a symbiote that lives in his blood, and he instantly suits up and knocks Matt out. Sometime later, Matt wakes up without his mask, and when Tony casually says it was a gift, Daredevil realizes he has gotten his sight back. Tony then tells him he used the app on him and offers him lifetime access if he stops interfering in his life. But when Matt refuses and says Tony should not play, God Tony replies that he is not playing God because for a long time he was really pretending to be human before punching Matt in the face and flying out of his apartment. Wanting to use the little time of sight he has left, Matt quickly calls Foggy and finally sees his best friend's face before slowly going blind again.